this is part 2 to the video response that I'm getting back to Chrome Ollie 2010 and Jay's Place 2004. Like I was stating, there was a woman, 2 women who had died in a fire, and when the next door neighbor was asked about, the situation, and this was all on the news, he said, well, I wish I would have even said hello to these women because I didn't get to know them, and now they're dead. And he said he wished he could have done more. He felt guilty because he couldn't save these women. He didn't hear the fire, but on top of that, he felt bad because he didn't even get to know them. He would see them, but he wouldn't even say hello. And if you would have seen the newscast, I mean, just the look in his eye and his mannerisms, I mean, he just felt bad. And I'm not telling everybody, oh, go do this, because if you want to do it, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But the world would, to me, I believe the world would be a better place if people got to know everybody else. Get to know somebody. Don't make that judgment call. I mean, with me, judgment is not a big thing for me. It's not something that I've not experienced. First of all, I grew up in an area where there were not a whole lot of people like me. Those people who were like me knew I was different than them. I go around places and people assume I am Hispanic, and they start talking to me in Spanish, and I plainly tell them I don't understand what they're talking about. I go around people who are Asian, and they start talking to me in different languages, and I don't understand. I don't understand any of these languages. The language that I'm even halfway decent in is French, and that's because I studied it in school. And then on top of that, my best subject in school was English. So, I mean, it's always been a judgment call to me. People don't know what to think of me. They automatically assume I am one way or speak a certain way. And when they hear the words coming out of my mouth, they are utterly amazed because in a lot of instances, I talk way better than they do. I mean, of course, you have your street slang. You have your, if you're just random talking, slang, whatever. But it's just crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, I mean, people shouldn't judge other people, but we do it every day, even in the smallest amount. My thing is, let's be kind to one another. I mean, negativity breeds negativity. And that's not a good thing. Although, in mathematical terms, 2 negatives do make a positive. But we're not talking math here. We're talking about society. There are so many people who, they die and no one ever knows because no one got to know that person. I mean, you're probably looking at me and saying, oh, you're such a bleeding heart. But I'm just one of these people that, I believe that a little spark can set off a big fire. And when one person is kind to another person, you would just hope that that person passes along that kindness. I do a lot of charity work. I don't get paid for it. I don't have an organization. But I do know that if someone needs something and I'm able to give them information, or if I'm able to help them get the necessary things that they need, then I'm going to do that. I've helped so many people, and with me having a whole lot of nothing. And I always wish people the best. Because to me, I mean, that's what brings people together, is kindness. You don't have to love your neighbor, although in a perfect world that would be great. I mean, but just be kind to them. If someone's acting really rotten to you, are you going to go get a gun and go shoot them? No. I mean, in somebody's crazy world, yeah, but logically, if you shot everybody who's mean to you, you'd be in jail. and there'd be a lot of dead people. And that would just breed unhappiness. I'm not saying, go and shake the hand of everybody you see walking down the street, like on Crocodile Dundee when he first gets to New York. He starts saying hi to everyone, and people are annoyed. I mean, there are people out there who have absolutely no one. I mean, I have, some people, that I consider friends and so forth. But there are people who have no one. Like, okay, the crazy old lady at the corner with the cats. She has a lot of cats. Now, some of those women, legitimately crazy and mean. But others are just lonely old ladies who happen to think cats are children, which, that's okay. That happened to my friend's mom. She was one of these people who stayed home. Towards the end, she stayed home. She had her cats and stuff. She had a few friends because she attended some meetings and so forth, but, I mean, even I wish I went to visit her a little more often. And towards the end, I did. I, went to see her at least once a week, and, things like that made her happy. Just to have somebody in the house, even though I was there, I helped her clean and everything, and she sat and watched TV. She was really happy. So I know that she, when she passed on, she was happy to some capacity. There are so many people out there who, they don't have anybody. Old people in nursing homes. A large majority of people are in nursing homes because their families either refuse to care for them or they emotionally, physically don't have the capacity to care for them at their home, which I can understand that. But a lot of times they are just left there and they have no one. And that's when they act crazy. Because I used to assist a man who who lived at a nursing home. And he absolutely had no one. He had his, I took him once or twice a week to go play bridge, and he was in a wheelchair and everything. And those were his family, the people who were at his bridge club meetings. It was great. So, I mean, kindness goes a long way, and people might not remember your face, and they might not remember your name, but they'll recall the story when somebody did some act of kindness for them. Some stranger. Well, that stranger could be you. And, those points rack up, further along in life. Because one day you're going to be in a situation where you wish that somebody would be kind to you too. So, I don't want this video to run over long like the other one, but I'm going to cut this one here in a second. Just be kind. That's all I could ask for. And still, again, Chrome Ollie 2010 and Jay's Place 2004. I do appreciate your comments, and I am going to leave them on my little video thing right there. And once again, anyone who's watching this, especially YouTube people who commented, have a great day. I mean, seriously. And whether you take what I have to say to heart or not, I mean, that's up to you. But I appreciate again that you commented, and thanks, and have a great day.